defense hasn't enabled them to get into any sort of transition game. They've given up. On the rebound count, they've given up 4 offensive rebounds to Belarus, which means that Belarus have pretty much scored all but one time down the floor. And that's the most disappointing thing. Yeah, there have been long rebounds, but the activity that has been their trademark hasn't been there. Run the play that you really want to run now. Let's see if you can get a shot that you've been successful with. Northern Alameen can getting it, which she has.
Park goes baseline and does get it back inside to Park, but then Korea don't even get the shot.
That is great defense. Tremendous defense by Belarus. Point though, Jeff. How much pick and roll have we seen Korea run throughout this tournament? Not a great deal. But because they've been broken, they've been like pressurized on the perimeter, they're trying to run pick and roll. But Belarus run pick and roll defense all the time in Europe. And they'll be so used, they might not get it all right, but they'll be so organized against the pick and roll. That movement and penetration was the thing that got them the success the other day in the group.
Jermainka. And again, Kong brings it back.
Why won't they put the ball on the floor and attack this defense?
No, Park Ji-soo, that's a tough shot for her.
They have had no dribble penetration to get in the keyway. Now, Belarus are playing decent defense.
Viktorovich, and the ball rattles out.
Wow, dodged a bullet on that one. No one played defense. Penetration and kick.
Park up high. I don't think even if Belarus were to get an even bigger lead that Korea would panic, but they're just having one of these starts which suggests it's going to be a long, long fight. We'll see. I'm confident we're going to see the best out of Korea, but again, they're just creating a mountain right now that they're going to have to climb.
And they have 14 3-pointers in the game yesterday. Which I think is a record for the tournament. And a lot of those were out of defensive stops. They came down a 4 in transition. They had no chance to create anything in transition.
Well, this time Park Ji-soo with the block on Vermayenka. Park drives in, has the ball taken away by Viktorovich, who's played well so far, and then the reach by Kim Danby to stop the fast break.
I'm amazed. The team that's been most comfortable in itself, playing a particular way the whole tournament, is looking very hesitant, even in that fast break situation, as we get a look at the block.
Entry pass to Popova, who's come in for Vermayenka. Harding pulls up. And now she's missed a couple.
Got to run.
In for Korea. Kim Danby, count it, finally. Boy, 7.5 minutes, and finally Korea get on the board. And not surprisingly by a 3-pointer. Popova passes up the 3 over to Viktorovich. And Popova gets the rebound, and that's been the biggest problem for Korea, but Belarus have now failed to capitalize yet again. Anu Frienke's going to come into the game. So she played for the first time yesterday for Belarus. You see her getting off the bench. And another 3-pointer.
Well, we said they just needed one. All of a sudden, Jeff, just a 6-point game, and we've said quite often, Belarus will always give you a chance because they won't quite, put you away, shall we say? And that's why the long twos by Luchenka, you sort of question them.
And now the ball goes off of Viktorovich, and the tactical foul stops the fast break. And you hear the boos raining down on the Nantes Metropole.
Jeff, I mean, this is a great crowd. no France playing in the gym. The gym is pretty full. And the crowd, we said they're probably going to go towards the side of the underdog, and Korea is down. This crowd are a Korean crowd at the moment. And for all their woes, they come back after this timeout with the ball. They trail 6. And
yeah, it just goes to show Belarus haven't taken advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had a couple balls rattle out, but again, the shot selection, as you look, Belarus have taken 5 threes. Okay, they've hit 2, but they've also gone 3 of 11 inside the arc. And we saw Lashenka miss the long J. We saw Vermainka attempt a 3 and miss it.
Vermainka, I can live with a perimeter game because that's part of what she does and does very well.
Right.
And she took one of those threes with Luchenko out of the game, so there wasn't that post-up option. But Luchenko stepping to a long 2, the 2 she took from deep, literally just inside the 3-point line. They're not even mid-range. You just got to question it. You know, she may be, to an extent, maybe trying so hard that she's like, well, you know, we're standing still, I'll shoot it. She's got to stay with it and get inside because she was so good earlier on inside, especially with the combination with Lindsay Harding.
Park with the bounce pass to Yang. Passes back out. Now she gets it. Does she go at Popova? Yang takes the contact, and she is fouled by either Popova or Lashenka. So Popova was guilty of the foul, and Yang hasn't been perfect at the line by any stretch. Coming into this, makes the first one. She was shooting, she was shooting 80%.
Yeah, as a team, they shoot just over 80% across the tournament, slightly better than Belarus.
And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point game.
And when Belarus will start to doubt themselves, Jeff, that's the thing that's going to worry you about it. And Frank is in the game because they looked a little uncomfortable yesterday when Ziskova went in. Didn't really seem to be fitting.
Well, Anufrienko comes out and launches a 3. And you do wonder, that's good defensive pressure there by Troina. That's a good sign. I guess this is where they're going to have to get it going, really, in the defensive end. Keep the pressure on Korea if they can, but they leave open a 3. And
that's a foul, yeah.
Will it be on Yang or Anufrienko?
No, it should be on 19, I'd have thought. It should be on Anufrienko. Because Yang had position, Anufrienko just moved up.
So that's the 3rd foul on Belarus.
First time on this play, you see the 3, but the first time really they'd actually looked for that middle penetration to a kick, which has really been productive for them as the whole tournament progresses. So they're in it now. Korea are definitely at the races.
They've woken up for breakfast. And Yang gets inside, forced it somewhat, tried to throw it off of Liktarovic, but it stayed on the court.
Got to go inside, outside, because Luchenko helps, so someone's open.
Liktarovic back to Lashenka. That's much better from Lashenka. Still doesn't convert the opportunity. So Park Jisoo stood tall, and a little bit of help coming from behind. It was Park.
Well, after 6 minutes, Korea would have definitely taken a 4-point margin at the end of the quarter. They may have a chance with a quick shot here to close it even to a 1-point game.
Well, you get a shot. I think Popova may have gotten a hand on it. So Belarus were very close to taking complete command, but Korea have now reeled off 8 consecutive points.
Well, neither team is going to be very impressed stats-wise in terms of field goal percentage. 0 for 7 for a team that does a really nice job on penetration is unbelievable. 25 to 33%. And even the rebound numbers after that Belarus start, which really dominated, and now really closed up. And Korea, if nothing else, I've got to believe now they have a chance for the win because they couldn't have played any worse for 6 minutes. And they only trailed 4. I think both teams are going to be in a situation where 3 or 4 players are going to have to go for 30 minutes here. And that's the tough thing. Who's going to be able to go for 30 minutes? Because Belarus don't have rotation. And in certain spots on the floor and certain individuals, such as Yang, such as Park Ji-soo, are so important for Korea that they're not going to be able to rest them. It's a one game to an Olympic ticket where you've got plenty of time to recover after. So the management of time for those people is going to be crucial. Park Ji-soo's gone the whole quarter. She's going to start the start of this second quarter. She's going to have to sit down at some point in this quarter. I just don't think she's going to have to sit down when Belarus go into the rotations of taking out Luchenka and Vermaenka. If they time it correctly and everyone else helps, then Korea will be able to manage her minutes.
So the battle for the one remaining place at the Rio de Janeiro Games, the Olympics, is resuming here. Belarus with a 12-8 lead over Korea.
Wide open look, they backed out.
Yang is right at Snitsina, and again, her finish leaves a little bit to be desired. It's all well and good getting there, but you got to be able to.
And she's got to go earlier and kick it. I mean, by the time she goes, she has to put it up. Keep the ball moving quicker, don't get it stuck.
Now Vermaenka finds a little bit of space. And really, the Belarusians simply can't buy a basket right now. They've gone a long time without scoring.
Mitrovic is doing a job defensively. Her closeouts, her quickness, the thing that we really highlighted before the game, would they be able to chase them off the three-point line? She is absolutely doing a number on Yang in terms of closing it down.
Now the turnover by Harding. Kang hands it off, and Lim, the captain, goes up for the layup. Belarus haven't scored since midway through the quarter. Tatiana Traina's three-pointer in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So they've gone 6.5 minutes without a basket. See if Viktorovich can get it to go. And sure enough, just as much as Korea struggled early on, now Belarus seemingly up against it. An offensive foul, Park Ji-soo. The 17-year-old, number 17, Park Ji-soo, fouled Snitsina. Watch this.
Well, we don't really get to see if there was movement or not, but
setting the pick, the screen.
That three would have given Korea the lead. I think Harding, if she's going to come off this pick, if she gets separation, she's got to back herself. She's trying to play too much ball. It's going to be like,
Lim took it away, and now Snitsina commits the tactical foul, and again the boos rain down on Belarus from this crowd.
I think they've had to call that unsportsmanlike. She was the last person, came in from behind or from the rear side.
And this pretty much says it all about Belarus, at least, well, I'd say really the last few years. They have major, major swings. I mean, they are like a roller coaster team if ever there was one. Started out with the 12-0 lead.
And we saw in that 12-0 run, Lindsay Harding come off the pick and roll and get into that little gap beyond the screen and attack and pull up and just stroke the shot. She's almost trying to run too much. And as we said before the game again, Korea in there starting to really collapse to the middle. Viktorovich missed the three. They're going to keep collapsing until they start making shots.
Well, 7 minutes, Belarus now without a basket, without a point.
Amazing. We always talk about basketball being a game of runs, but a team has a 12-0 run and the other team has a 12-0 run back.
Exactly. And inside to Park Ji-soo, she gets blocked by Vermaenka. Vermaenka on the SWAT team. Harding gets inside and
got to take shots under control, Lindsay Harding. She'll just shoot great percentages if she does.
Yang back outside to Park. Now Lim, who had the steal, the captain, and that's an air ball. Vermaenka, you never want to try to challenge Vermainka.
I'm not sure if she got away with a bit of follow-through on that one, but Belarus at that end of the floor are really challenging the perimeter three-point game. They've learned, looking from the first game, they've learned you've got to chase them off the line.
Now they force it inside to Lashenka. Oh, she misses. She gets it back and puts it up and in. Well, that's just determination from Lashenka.
And across her career, those are the shots normally would have been a 2 and plus, get it and 1. The thing that she's playing on experience, just staying with the play. She's taking 2 shots off them to make that.
Now Park and Vermainka with the board. They went more than 8 minutes without a basket. That Lashenka shot finally stopped the rot. And here was Vermainka's block earlier on Park Ji-soo. Tsetsina comes out. Popova back in. And inside, back outside to Popova. Popova decides to step into the lane and score with the left hand.
I think this 5 for Belarus is the 5 that's going to have to play the chunk of minutes to get this done.
Kong for 3.
Viktorovich again was inside her shorts, literally right up. Really takes Young out of rhythm. And Viktorovich defensively is by far her best game so far, so active.
And Yang outside fouls Vermainka. And you can see that she might need to take a breather. She looks pretty gassed. Now Popova gets swatted from Kim Danby. And Kong for 3. And Lashenka with the board.
She had a good look at it that time.
Quickly to the other end, Lindsey Harding, and she misses another one. Park and Lashenka with the rebound.
Well, Belarus dodging bullets at the moment. That's the 3rd open look in a very short space of time. They will start making those.
Lashenka catches it. Back outside to Vermainka for 3. And the long rebound goes back to Park at the free throw line. Kim Danby puts up a 3. And she had Popova's hand not necessarily in her face, but certainly coming in her direction.
At this point, you made the point about some players gasping through. Both groups on the floor look as though they're gasping. The whole pace of the game was slowed down.
Vermainka gets it down low, puts it up and in. A little backdoor cut. Good play, good spot by Likorovic, and takes that lead back to 6. Yang puts up the jump shot. And that's not really going to be in the flow for Korea. So they get it back. New 14 on the shot clock. Kang shoots over Lashenka. And now Likorovic. 2-on-2 break. He's going to hold it. 3.5 minutes remaining. Anu Frank is going to come back in with Troyne at the next dead ball. Vermainka, it's on line, and Belarus take it back to 21-12. And it's another run. We saw one 12-0 run. We saw another 12-0 run backed by Korea. And now we've seen a 9-0 run for Belarus.
And Veremyanka, more than anybody else for me. 8 rebounds, she's now picked down now, starting to get the last 5 points. Comes up with a block.
But I think you're right, Mark, is that Belarus and Korea want to hurt them from outside, and they're centers. Veremyanka, look at this, 438 without scoring Korea. Their centers, Lishenko and Veremyanka, are running out to the perimeter, hands up, as well as Liktarovich. And this is a development, really, that Korea, they need Kang to get going. She's been their star performer, and so far it's an offer.
Well, 0 for 6, and she's like over 40% from the three-point line on the tournament. The only team to really close her down was Spain, because they ran her off the three-point line. But apart from on one occasion where she missed an open look, she has an open look. She hasn't had a clear one. And Liktarovich, and in fact, to be fair, most of this Belarusian team, you're not saying often, they're doing a great job on their perimeter defense, because they really do rely normally on their inside presence. But they are getting their feet outside, really challenging the shot. And Korea are getting stuck with the ball. They're not penetrating to a kick. They're not trying to suck defense down to kick to an open look. They've got to be aggressive with the dribble before they take the three. And Park Ji-soo is going to go the whole game at this rate. And if they do switch like they're doing, she needs a touch on the inside.
Well, with Veremyanka in there, it's awfully difficult for Park to get anything going inside. And Kang, the other Kang, comes in, and Kang Lee-sul, and this is on the drive. Boy, what a weird game it's been. A nice pass to Liktarovich. She takes it back out. Nope, she's going to go in, and she puts it up too hard, but Popova is there for the rebound. And Popova was trapped by Kang and Kwak, and turns it over.
Just throw it against the leg. Throw it against the leg, get on the baseline and start again. But they do a really good job when they've only got the one big in, Belarus. The 3 and the 4 doing a nice job on the glass, not being boxed out.
Yang looks at Veremyanka. She's not going to win this battle. He simply, if she is going to be patrolling the paint with her shot blocking, even if it's Park Ji-soo, who Veremyanka's already blocked one of her shots, it's going to be awfully difficult for Korea.
And Belarus aren't helping. Right? They're doing a nice job at trying to contain one-on-one, so no one's open for the kick unless they really move.
I cannot believe Liktarovich made that shot. I was like, what is she doing taking it? And then she puts it up and in. So now it's an 11-0 run for Belarus. You can see the Belarus, they realize that a big lead can evaporate because they're not celebrating at all. They're out here playing with renewed focus after blowing that 12-0 lead. And Lee gets inside, forces it up.
One-on-one defense from Belarus has been outstanding in relation to this game, but also how they've stepped it up.
Anufrienka is going to have a go, and she is going to draw a foul.
Just a hand in the back, yeah. Hand in the back. Easy call for the official.
On Yang, was it?
No, I think it's Kim Danby.
Kim Danby, okay.
See, watch this.
Oh, yeah, Kim Danby.
There's the hand all the way on her hip. It's an easy call for the official.
That's right. Kim Danby, you cannot take the hand and push the opponent on the drive.
All Korea need here after these free throws. Just get a couple of scores before the half. Doesn't matter if you're down 9, because I know that you can cut margins with a sort of offensive talent that they've shown in this tournament, but you've got to score. Otherwise, you'd have only scored for about 4 minutes of this whole first half. You've got your 12 points and haven't scored outside those. It's just a crazy game.
Now it's 13 straight points for Belarus. Unanswered. And finally, Kwak.
But that's a catch and shoot. It's in the rhythm of the cut, as opposed to, giving the Belarus a chance to set that one-on-one defense has been so effective.
pass to Popova. A bit more activity there for the Korean defense. 4 on the shot clock. Anufrienka, and has it taken away. She gets on the floor, but great defense from Lee. 3-on-2 break, 4-on-2. And Kim's going to pass it up and take it all the way in. Good decision by Kim Danby.
Very smart.
And now Belarus only lead by 9. And remember how they kind of messed up against China at the end of the first half. Gave up 6 quick points. And this time it's Vermaika that scores down low. Final 7 seconds of the first half. Lee forces one up, and Popova tries to rebound, goes out of bounds. So on balance, from a defensive standpoint for Belarus, they're riding that effort to a 27-16 lead over Korea at halftime.
Well, for a game at this level, 17 and 15% from the field, obviously it's just way below where Korea have been for the overall tournament. 42 and 38 is what they've shot, and they've played against some pretty decent teams, including Belarus up until now. Vermaika's been outstanding. That's 9 points, 10 rebounds. She's 1 point away from a double-double in a tough game where, you know, defense has been the winner, has really been overall the winner all round. But Belarus, because of that defensive effort on the perimeter, have given themselves a chance to win here. I think it's tempo. Korea just need to keep the tempo up, but when they play that well defensively, they're a tough team.
I'll tell you, those numbers from Vermaika are just almost staggering, aren't they? 9 points, 10 rebounds.
Especially with the nature of the game.
The block, and also her presence in the lane has, for a while there, just kind of told Korea, you're not going to get anything in here, so don't even think about it. So halftime, Belarus 27-16 over Korea. The winner of this game qualifies for the Rio Olympics. The loser gets nothing.
Allez, en tant que ballon officiel de la FIBA, le tournoi de qualification olympique, Molten est fier de présenter son ballon édition 2016. Son design dynamique représente les mouvements et l'agilité des meilleurs joueurs de basket dans le monde entier. Alors rejoignez Molten et montrez votre soutien à votre équipe nationale, alors qu'ils jouent au plus haut niveau avec intégrité et fair play. Pour en savoir plus, rendez-vous sur le site internet FIBA.com et participez au concours pour gagner un ballon Molten édition spéciale. Maintenant, ça va se passer au niveau du télécube, au-dessus du parquet pour nos spots internationaux avec nos partenaires de la FIBA. Ladies and gentlemen, please suggest you watch the TV cube for the commercial of the FIBA Spotmail.
There is a valley labeled Jane. A valley that defines a uniquely Japanese approach to service that can meet and body. A valley that keeps passengers smiling. Hospitality.
(27-16), Belarus on top of Korea in the all-important battle. Fifth place here. The winner of this game qualifies for the Olympics. The loser doesn't. And it's as simple as that. And really the stakes simply, well, you know how high they are. Every one of these players wants to make it to Rio de Janeiro to play at the Olympics. It is the ultimate event. And Belarus, some of their players have already experienced it. They know what it's like. They want to get back. Anatoly Boyovsky, the coach there, he's experienced. He wants to make it back. And at times in this tournament, Belarus, certainly against China, when they lost their quarterfinal, did not look like a team that was going to the Olympics, but for long stretches in that first half, the execution was there, and sure enough, here they are. They are leading by 11 points against a Korea team that has been red hot in this tournament since their opening day defeat to Nigeria. And as you look at the stats, points in the paint, Mark, Vermanika has stood tall. She's got 9 points to go with her 10 rebounds. We've seen Lashenka have some success inside. Korea have plenty of time to turn this around. And you were telling me you think they need to start putting the ball on the deck and driving hard to the basket.
Well, yeah, because at the moment, Belarus are just playing great one-on-one defense, chasing people off the three-point line. Whereas Korea, when that's happened to them previously, have attacked the middle and have been able to kick the ball to create long closeouts. So they've been very, very successful at that. You know, we've been raving about the performance of Kang, and she's been averaging 17 points a game, 40% from the field. She is over. And she is over because they have just flat out guarded her, and she's got to attack the basket and create for each other as well. The one thing Korea have done great for each other is shared the ball and waited for long closeout. They have not done that. You can credit the Belarusian defense. If that doesn't change, Belarus should go to Rio.
Well, the madams, Momozels, whatever, from Minsk, the Belarusians, and Lindsey Harding, their naturalized guard. Here's Snitsina. They are looking good right now. And Vermanika doesn't get the rebound, then the reach, and the foul on Snitsina. So really, the time is now for Korea.
Well, and it's like, compare that to the start of the game. Vermanika didn't get a hand on it. She grabbed it, and Korea were just not active. They were much more active chasing that one down. Vermanika played a lot of time in that first half. She's have to put a shift in.
Well, Lee puts up a three. It was short. Viktorovich back to Vermanika, the pump fake. She goes past Quack, hands it off to Lashenka. She missed it, but she stayed with it and passes it back out and is fouled. And she's upset with herself for not scoring, which, at least to her credit, she stayed after it.
We made that point before, at her peak, that's a 2, and it may be even 2+1. But she's staying with it. She's just desperately trying to help her country make it to the Olympic Games.
Here she is. She's not going to take no for an answer this time. Well, she gets it back, and now she turns it over. And Belarus, ultimately, if you're in that situation, Lashenka, you do have to pass it back out. Look at that. They've missed their last 10 three-pointers. They're just 2 of 14, Belarus. Korea.
She got bumped on that drive. Viktorovich done a really good job defensively, but you get a replay of it. She hips her on this and takes her away any chance to score. They missed that, and then Luchenko gets called for the reach.
So that's her second foul, Lashenka. Kong over to Park Jisoo, pump fake. And good help from Snitsina. Now Kong. And she moves to the right just to get off the shot.
And you can give Belarus a lot of credit for it defensively, but Korea is second-guessing themselves on plays. Park Jisoo did a really nice job, got the pump fake, got into the elbow, didn't want to shoot it. They're just not taking the right option. They are literally second-guessing themselves here.
That replay was played before. And now Harding drives down the lane, and Belarus have their biggest lead of the game, 29-16. And the pass out of bounds. The expectation was that Kong was going to come back. Boy, they're out of sync. Just goes to show from one day to the next, you don't know what to expect. And, the preparation really, you'd have to say spot on really for Belarus, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
You have to be able to make adjustments every single game. Here's Liktorovich now. He gets blocked, but Park Ji-soo caught a shot to the face. She was going up for it. Watch this.
Yeah, Liktorovich cleared her out, to be brutally honest. That's an offensive foul. With 3 officials, you'd hope they'd see things like that.
Well, to her credit, she didn't complain.
No.
But she's got a red nose running up the floor. And Lashenka just takes it away from Kim Danby.
Again, just lack of decisiveness coming in transition. Kim Danby just dribbled the ball in front of the defense. They just haven't done this until now.
Lindsey Harding, the jump shot. And now Kim Danby a chance. Smith-Sina says, you're not going to, you had a split second to take that 3. You didn't take it. Now I'm going to take it away from you. Quack. The jump shot. It's good.
And you know, they're down to individual scout level now. It's just a great preparation job here because Quack, only 4 points a game in the tournament. They're like no one else is going to get a pass in. They forced her to shoot it. To her credit, she made it.
Good defense from behind from Park Ji-soo. Yelishenka had position on her, but the pass was up high. Here's Kim Danby. Park steps back. Quack on the baseline. That's 2 in a row for her. Well, you can't do much better defensively for Belarus. Quack's just made a couple of big shots. And now Popova's going to come into the game. Next dead ball for Belarus. Harding, meanwhile, goes baseline, brings it outside. She goes to work, gets in the lane, puts it up, and nice touch from Lindsey Harding. Trina also going to come in. And Kong blocked by Vermayinka. Again, Mark, she's got to take what they give her, and that's to go past her.
Well, the 2 things as well, she didn't use the screen, so Vermayinka didn't get caught up on anything and was able to, with that length she has, she can gap her and actually still challenge it. But in this tournament, they've done such a good job on that staggered screen, and they've run people into it, and Kang just didn't. Her execution just was way off where it's been so far, and therefore Vermayinka was able to get out and put a hand on it. And it's Vermayinka is major minutes here, major shift, and more than anybody else is the one consistency across the whole game. Everybody else is having flashes.
You saw the shot by Quack and Snitsina running at her. She made the shot, but Snitsina did a good job. She's not been fully fit. Now there's a little miscommunication between Vermayinka and Harding, but ball is tapped, the referee said, by Korea.
Yeah, it came off the person guarding Vermayinka, got a piece of it. The pass was still poor because Liktorovich or Harding had moved.
Now Vermayinka gets in. Park with the rebound, pushes it quickly.
This is as active as I've seen Vermayinka for the last couple of tournaments. Really quick, that move. Didn't get the drop, but
bounce pass to Lim. She goes up with the left hand. That's much better, and it's going to the basket.
Yep. Got to turn the Belarusian defense. If you don't turn it, they're just going to get out and chase you.
Harding, mid-range.
Well, I still think that's a great option for her. She's normally deadly in that type of play.
Kim Danby drives in. That's 2 in a row. And I think Korea have changed the chip. They realize now, let's put it on the deck. No way. Let's approach it from the wings. That's where the opening is. Another basket here for Korea. If they get a stop and then a basket, I'm sure you'll see a Belarus timeout. Popova gets blocked by Kim Danby. And sure enough, Boyolski wants a timeout. Park drives in. Oh, and missed the layup. And that's what they're going to have to talk about, Belarus, because they have adjusted to the game plan.
Look at the screen now. With Lutsenko out of the game, no one goes inside for Belarus. You get the occasional post up from Veremenko. The whole shape is just so less effective.
Incredible. Veremenko missed it. Troyeni gets it back, misses, and now Korea dodged the bullet, and it's a 3-on-3. Park Hae-jin.
Veremenko needs to come out, Jeff.
Kim Danby for three, and that's going to be short. And the ball goes back over to Belarus. And your point is she will get a timeout to catch her breath. And it's kind of...
Сильно на подборе участвует. На подборе у нас кроме Насти никого нет. Спокойнее немного. Спокойно, просто надо свободную позицию завершить. Давай. Беларусь. 이게 안 되면은 다 배우라고. 해봐.
대표님 얼굴 따라다니면 나오고.
Ah oui, si chacun parle aux autres de faire, à un moment donné, ça se rejoint. Possession remise en jeu, Belarus.
자, 하딩이 위주로 하니까 하딩.
1,54 à jouer. 36 pour la Biélorussie, 24 pour la Corée.
담비, 지, 랭이. 그렇지. 하딩아 좀 주자. 옳지. 포기한 니가. 줘봐. 다시 해봐. 담비. Ты в краю получаешь мяч, ты можешь играть 1 на 1. Потому что с правой стороны позиция свободна. Только сверху может помощь идти, отбросишь мяч.
Allez, applaudissements du public pour les deux équipes, applaudissements pour la Corée, applaudissements pour la Biélorussie. 36-24. Deuxième période, troisième carton. Possession, Corée.
Belarus and Korea. Competition for Korea. The number 9 is replaced by the number 7, Ajun Kong. Allez, sur le troisième carton, je vous rappelle les scores 39 pour la Biélorussie, 28 pour la Corée.
Et ça aussi, on va le faire avec l'excellent public de notre métropole. Tout le monde. Here we go.
그냥 다 그냥 볼도 자르면 되지. 왜 안지하면서 3점 왜 줘? Беларусь.
Applaudissements à la Corée, applaudissements à la Biélorussie. Quatrième et dernier carton va se jouer dans les 10 prochaines minutes pour définir le dernier vainqueur pour le Rio 2016.
is raised by number 13, Tasha. Substitution from Korea, number 11 and 1, replaced by number 7, Argentina, and number 9, Ju Yong Park, and fourth for Korea, number 11, Lee. Going for Belarus and Korea, Lee Seok-hee. And 2 points for number 13, Jeremy Kim. For Korea number 13, Danny King, third in the report. Good one for Korea, number 13, Danny King.
не помогайте! На гол, Маша!
Хорош, 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 молодцы! Настя.
Comment le point d'équipe de Corée timeout pour la Corée.
자, 성부치라고 생각하고 승부치를 하고. 자, 키스 괜찮아? 이슬이 나와. 이슬이 나와. 하나. 괜찮아? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 여기 나와. 싱글로 가, 싱글로. 키스 하나 빼고 올 수 있지? 부상 있지? 키스 볼 때. 예.
Avec un peu plus de mots pour saluer les équipes des finalistes pour le dernier billet Rio 2016. Mesdames et messieurs, victoire de la Biélorussie, applaudissements à Corée. L'équipe de Belarus dernière équipe de ce tour la qualification olympique à se qualifier pour les JO Rio 2016. Voilà l'organisation, la FIBA, la Fédération française de basketball, tient à saluer l'excellent public de notre métropole. Bravo à vous, vous avez extrêmement souvent ce tournoi qualificatif olympique. L'organisation remercie tous les bénévoles qui ont été de Merci à toutes les délégations, à toutes les équipes. Remerciements à des partenaires, partenaires officiels de la FIBA depuis 2016, comme ambassadeur international à la Méthodique Harper. Remerciements à la boutique de la Fédération française de basketball, FIBA Store. On vous rappelle que les musiques sont encore dans notre exposition avant de noter la Croque-Carrière Nord Métropole. Merci à toute l'équipe de la direction de la Croque-Carrière Nord Métropole et bien évidemment la ville de Nantes.
13,